Everyone, welcome back to the Movie Studio. Today I'm going to be recapping and reviewing Fuller House Season 5, Episode 14, and it is called Basic Training, so let's go ahead and get into it. Okay, so yeah, this episode, it was a fun episode, and I don't know, I felt like some of the things were a little bit repeated. I mean, the next episode that I get to, I'll definitely have more of a conversation about that. But I felt like it was a fun episode overall, so let's go ahead and get into it. Okay, so pretty much only two big storylines happened in this episode. Um, so Max skips a grade in middle school and starts acting like a different person, causing DJ to take action. So yeah, pretty much we all know, and I'll actually talk a little bit more about Max. We all know Max is he's just different. I'm not sure if autism is the right word, but he's just a little bit different from those kids at school. And I feel like we've seen Max's struggles with school and earlier in the season with the whole pool thing. So now he realizes like school like he just has to fit in because he's used to in the environment of wearing a vest all the time. I'm actually talking about him and his vest a little bit later when I get to the episode awards, but and I wrote down it kind of is a repeat of Jackson season 3. Now not totally. Not totally. It could be way worse. I'm just saying that I was just a little bit disappointed in how I mean I understand that they have to make Max grow up somehow. I would just didn't know why they did it in this way. I just didn't know why it had to take him turning into a completely different person, wearing a vest one day and wearing shorts and a t-shirt another day. Because Rocky was a bad influence on Jackson back in season 3. He started dressing different. I just don't understand why it had to be in like that way. Like he just totally starts having a different attitude and all that kind of stuff. Starts being a little bit rude. It just felt like a repeat. I felt like there could have been other ways to portray Max growing up and like just showing different emotions. Instead they had to do it in this way, which was like the attitude and all that kind of stuff. Now I understand that like when you get older you have an attitude, trust me. I just didn't know why they had to do it in that way. And comment down below if you agree with me on this. Did you kind of feel like it wasn't the best way to show Max growing up like they did? I mean, I don't know. Definitely talk a lot more about Max when I get to my episode awards because we haven't seen a lot with him. We've seen him in his little relationship with Rose. We've seen him getting embarrassed, but overall, like we just haven't seen much of him. And by the series end, I feel like I'm a little bit disappointed in his character and how we saw this. I'm glad we saw this. You know, I feel like we finally saw development in Max's character in this episode, okay? And when you think about it, he started off as like this bratty little kid, and then he sort of grew, but really he didn't. I don't know. I mean, he definitely did act more mature, I would say, but now he finally gets put at this breaking point. But finally starts growing up. I was just disappointed in the way that they did it. So that is my Max. That is my Max rant. Yeah, so again, comment down below what you think of this little Max thing. I'm just confused. Um, so I'll talk a little bit about the sandwich contest before getting into my episode awards. So I love the sandwich contest idea. I thought it was a lot of fun to portray it like this. So pretty much Ramona gets put in the ultimate sandwich eating contest. And to be honest, out of all people, Ramona is not the one who's going to win the sandwich contest. You can kind of see because there was Kimmy and Fernando, Matt, which we haven't seen for a while, and to be honest, I'm kind of disappointed in Matt's thing, like the whole Matt and Gia thing. I was kind of disappointed in that, but oh well. You know, I don't know. I'm just kind of disappointed in the whole entire thing there. So, but here's kind of what this was just a tiny bit lame. Now I wouldn't say it was overall lame. I thought it was a cool idea, but I felt like when you bring in storylines like this, a character going into a contest, it feels like a little bit lazy writing. I would say. I was just a little bit disappointed in how they had to do it in like a sandwich eating contest. But then she wonders if she wants her boyfriend to see her this way because typically when your mind gets set to do something, you start to act a little bit different. And Ramona was definitely. I felt like this. What I liked about this episode is just that it let the kids have time to shine in their storyline. So Max and Ramona, we got to see more with them, and and Jackson kind of almost tied a little bit into those storylines as well. So yeah, I did enjoy the contest, and Ramona, of course, ended up winning, and I like the idea behind it. And the good news is that Ethan is there as supporting boyfriend, and he's going to support Ramona no matter what, even if she decides to be the ultimate sandwich eating champ. He's gonna be there for her, the best boyfriend that she's had. Definitely. I mean, there's Bobby Popko and that guy from Japan from Sexy Zone. And overall, this is definitely the best boyfriend. And I feel like later on in the series, we're going to get some tension between that couple. But in this episode, I do, and I also like how she did have a cute talk with Stephanie about it. And I love these character interactions. I love getting to see people interacting with different characters. Like earlier in the season, Ramona and wait no, Steven, Jackson, Steven, Max, Kimmy and Joey, and now Stephanie and Ramona. I love seeing the different character interactions because they all live inside the same house. Why can't we see these interactions? You know? So I did like that. I did like the overall idea behind the sandwich eating contest. Again, it was just a tad bit lame. I and so yeah, comment down below what you thought of that sandwich eating storyline and Max's attitude storyline. Overall, I thought that they were appropriate. I just thought that they were a little, just a tiny bit lame. Okay, hold on one second. Okay, okay, we're good. Sorry, I just had to check something really quick. Okay, so we're gonna move into the episode award. Sorry, that was a little bit struggle. Okay, so my favorite moment was the sandwich eating contest. That was a fun storyline. Um, so yeah, I mean, it wasn't the best written. I would say it was a little bit. It was fun, just a little bit lame. But I did like the idea behind like the sandwich. I do like the sandwich storyline. Um, I feel like it's such something it's appropriate, okay? And I feel like if you are interested in running a business, watch this show season 5 because it is a lot of fun. I love seeing the different just businesses that they grow and just I like to see them outside of the Fuller house, outside of storylines at the Fuller house or Tanner household or whatever you call it these days. So my favorite characters are Ramona, Max, and Bertowitz, and I do not know why I put Bertowitz down, but I feel like he's such an has an interesting personality. Like I'm gonna win, but Ramona beat him. But like you can kind of see like the difference between Ramona, who's just a teenager, to Bertowitz, and he's like this big guy and definitely can eat a lot of sandwiches. But we all knew that Ramona was gonna win. Now, did I feel like Okay, did I feel like Ramona wasn't the right choice for this? Maybe, yeah, but I also feel like it's appropriate to see Ramona or like even a girl just like try something like this out. And you can kind of just see I really like when they show like girls doing sports or when they show it shows that like girls can do things that people think that only boys can do. So I did enjoy that. So my most shocking moment is Max not wearing a vest. So I okay, it was going to happen at some point. Max was going to have a breaking point at some point. He finally did, and to be honest, I'm disappointed that we didn't get to see more of him and Rose. I understand that, like, casting and all that, and she did show up in the finale, but I love to see, I don't know, I love to see different things than just, for instance, this storyline with Max having an attitude. I don't even know why I'm talking about this. I just thought it was just too much of a repeat from his brother. We do not want. Jackson definitely had a rough childhood growing up without his dad, which caused him to act out on different things. So, yeah. Overall, this episode focused on Ramona and Max, where they were like the two main. And I liked how they just didn't focus as much on the other things. So yeah. Okay, again, thank you everyone for watching Whoopi Studio. Comment down below what you thought of this episode because I enjoyed it. It wasn't the best. Next episode I actually thought was similar to this episode, but I'll talk about that next episode. So stay tuned for Thursday. Comment down below what you thought of this episode. I want to thank everyone for watching Whoopi Studio. Stay tuned for more videos to come. I love you guys. Thanks everyone for watching Whoopi Studio, and bye.